All right, this one we're going to get a little bit meta today. I'm going to build a teleprompter while reading from a teleprompter. Let's get into it. I'm over in Claude. That's my tool of choice for ideating and creating. So I say this is super meta. So here is my script about how I build a teleprompter in Claude in 20 minutes. And it's better than the $200 app that I was going to plunk down some money for a subscription for. All right, so let's see what we've got here. So here is my script. That's the first thing that I've told Claude to do is do not build a teleprompter without a script. So it builds it around the script. So here what I'm going to do, I have created a tutorial teleprompter builder skill inside of Claude. So I'm going to tell it using the tutorial teleprompter builder skill, create the file we need for this video. And it's going to create an HTML version, which is really weird. I didn't think it was possible. I was just playing around with this probably a month or so ago, and I got tired of copying and pasting stuff into Canva so I could put it up on the screen and go ahead and I don't teleprompt. I don't read word for word, but it helps me get those thoughts. But what I would generally have to do is script out all of the ideas that I have, kind of the flow of what the training is going to be about. Then I would post it up inside of inside of Canva, then move it over here. Then it just became a thing. So what I decided to do was fix that problem. I was like, all right, I'm ideating, creating the outlines, all of that stuff as I ideate here in Claude. And I said, hey, build me a teleprompter so that I can take what's already here and put it up on the screen. I don't have to do stuff twice because I hate doing stuff twice. So right now I've got it building that. So if that's you, if you've got a teleprompter app that you use that you love, put that down in the chat for me as well. I have an Elgato teleprompter, and I don't read from it. I just use it as a secondary screen, if you will, so I can put my camera behind it and look straight into the eye of the lens as we talk together and have these conversations and do these fun builds together. But I want to be able to maintain eye contact, be able to maintain that naturalness. So I tried the Elgato software. I had some other subscriptions that I tried. I tried using Word. I've tried using ClickUp as the prompter. I just couldn't get it dialed in. So it was driving me nuts. So one day I said, hey, Claude, can you build me a teleprompter? And we'll see what it comes up with here. All right, now Claude has output my teleprompter using my structure, using my colors. It's branded for me. It doesn't look like much over here. So this is what I do. I take this, it's a straight, simple HTML page. That's all it is. But it's built out exactly. I didn't have to do any copying and pasting or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up in Safari. So this is a simple browser window with teleprompter software built right in. I can go ahead and increase the font size. So if you're old like me and need that font size super big, you could do that. I could change the scroll speed up here. So as you see, there's that line that lets me know if I'm going to read this from a teleprompter, it's the line where I need to focus my eyes so that it doesn't look like I'm reading from a teleprompter. So this is everywhere. So teleprompter apps are everywhere. So here is, it's going through the script. The other thing that I wanted it is a timer in here. So I could scroll back up. And again, because it's full HTML, I could scroll back and forth. I could use the mouse, the keyboard up here. So I can scroll between sections. I can use the space bar to control the scroll. I can use the T for timer and escape to close. So let's use T for timer on my keyboard. So I press that. And as you notice, the timer has started. And I can go ahead and start the prompter. And again, if that's too fast, I could bump the speed down. That slows the prompter down. If I want to speed it up, I could do that. See how fast that goes. And you'll see, watch over here, as it goes to the next section, it will jump to that section automatically, like it just did. So I'm going to put this out there. So here, if you want to build your own inside of Claude, you totally could do that. What I've also included on this as well is a checklist, because I'm a checklist guy. I'm a super nerd. So let's zoom in a little bit so you can see that. So here's my pre-recording checklist based upon that video. Didn't have to do anything. So I've got the screen share, my camera on. I could check these items as I go through to make sure that I got everything dialed in. And all of this builds by itself with one simple command from my script inside of Claude. Simple tutorial. Hopefully this was helpful. If you would like these files, the prompts, let me know in the comments. I may decide to drop this somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is the cool stuff that you can do now with AI. So practical use cases to solve real world problems. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.